Hello everyone, I am Suraj. Today we will learn here a fresh chapter of class 12th accountancy, that is accounting for non-profit organizations. This chapter has weightage of about 10 marks in your finals, right? So before coming to the topic, we must learn that the organizations can be of two types. The organization either will be a profit organization or it will be a non-profit organization. As the name depicts, the organization which are set up with the objective of earning profit are called profit organizations. Like your Reliance is a profit organization. Tata is example of profit organization. Hindustan Unilever, Google, etc. And non-profit organizations are those organizations which are not set up with the objective of earning profit. They are set up for the purpose of some social welfare or educational purpose or some health related purpose, right? So some examples of non-profit organizations are given here, like your ICAI, Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, is an example of non-profit organization. ICSI, Institute of Company Secretaries of India, is another example of non-profit organization. Apart from this, all schools, colleges, and universities fall under the category of non-profit organizations. Hospitals, temples also fall under the category of non-profit organizations, and any sports club also fall under the category of NPO. So I hope you are very clear with the meaning of NPOs. Now we have to learn accounting for non-profit organization. Look, an NPO mainly maintains three types of accounts: receipts and payment account, income and expenditure account, and third one is balance sheet, right? So one by one we will learn making all these three things. First of all, we are starting with receipt and payment account. So here is your receipt and payment account. See what I have written here. It is similar to cash book. Yes, in 11th class you have learnt cash book. Receipt and payment account is look alike of your cash book, right? And as it is look alike of cash book, so the nature of receipt and payment account is a real account, right? So as per the rules of real account, debit what comes in, so debit side will be receipt side. Whenever cash comes will be recorded on debit side, which is called receipt side. And another rule of real account is credit what goes out. So whenever cash goes out, it will be recorded on credit side. So credit side is called payment side, right? Debit side of this account is called receipt side, and credit side of this account is called payment side. Done. Now see, in receipt and payment account, on debit side we record receipts. Now all the receipts can be classified either as revenue receipt, or that receipt will be capital receipt. Any amount received by the organization NPO will either be revenue receipt or it will be a capital receipt. Revenue receipt means the receipts which are of regular nature, means the amount received by NPO on regular basis, means revenue receipts. Like your interest received, this is a regular nature receipt, so that is a revenue receipt. Subscription received. NPOs receives a periodical contribution from their members which is called a subscription. So that is also a revenue receipt, means a regular receipt for the non-profit organization. Now see what are capital receipts. Opposite to that, the receipts which are of non-regular nature, like your bank loan. Amount received through a bank loan is a kind of capital receipt. I hope you are clear about the revenue receipts, the receipts which are of regular nature, and the capital receipt which are of non-regular nature. Same way, on credit side, we record payments. All the payments will fall either under the category of revenue payment, or that payment will fall under the category of capital payment. Revenue payment means the payment made by the NPO on regular basis. Revenue means regular, like salaries paid, that is a revenue payment. Rent paid, revenue payment. Stationery expenses, revenue payment. So these are some examples of revenue payment. Or the payment will be of capital nature. So what is capital payment? Like you have made payment on purchase of some asset, you have purchased furniture, you have purchased some building. So any payment made against the purchase of asset will be called capital payment. Clear? Now if you see carefully, your revenue receipts are actually your incomes, right? Remember, interest received in 11th class you have learned, that is a kind of income. So revenue receipts are incomes, we can call it income. And capital receipt, like I have given example, bank loan. So capital receipts are mainly your liabilities. So are you clear? Receipts will be either revenue or capital. If receipt is revenue nature, then it will be your income, and receipt is of capital nature, then it will be your liability. Now come on payment side. Payment will be either revenue payment or capital payment. Revenue payment, if you see examples carefully, salaries paid, rent paid, stationery expenses. Actually, revenue payments are your expenses, right? And capital payment, like purchase of asset, these are in actual your assets, right? So if revenue payment is there, it actually means an expense. If capital payment is there, it actually means your asset. So this was the way to make your receipt and payment account. Generally in questions, this account will be given to you, and through with the help of this account, with the help of receipt and payment account, you will be required to make income and expenditure account and balance sheet, right? This account will be generally given, but in starting questions you have to learn making this account also. So I have told you the way to make receipt and payment account. On debit side you will record receipts, on credit side you will record payments. After recording receipts and after recording payments, like your cash book was balanced, same way this account will be balanced. As you can see, debit side total is rupees 9 lakh, right? The total of debit side is greater 9 lakh. The total of credit side is short, which is 6 lakh 50,000. So 9 lakh will be written on both side. Now how much amount is required here? That will be your balancing figure to make this column 9 lakh. Your balancing figure will come out rupees 2 lakh 50,000. it will be called by balance carried down, balancing figure, right? Now this by balance carried down means actually closing balance of cash or bank, right? So that is also your asset. Balance carried down means closing balance of cash or bank, that is also your asset. Now, as I told you, this account will be generally given to you, and with the help of this account, with the help of receipt and payment account, you have to mainly make income and expenditure account and balance sheet. As I told you, revenue payments are actually your, sorry, revenue payments are here. Revenue payments are actually your expenses. So in income and expenditure account, it will be recorded on expense side. Income and expenditure account is similar to your profit and loss account. Like in 11th class you made profit and loss account. Profit and loss account is a nominal account, likewise income and expenditure account is also a nominal account. So as per the rule of nominal account, on debit side we record expenses and losses, and on credit side we record income and gains. So debit side of income and expense account is called expenses, debit all expenses, and credit side is called income, credit all income and gains, right? So with the help of receipt and payment account, we are going to make now income and expenditure account and balance sheet. So revenue payment actually means the expenses. So revenue payment are expenses, they will be recorded in income and expenditure account on expense side, means on debit side. So we will write here two revenue payments, that is given 1,50,000. Revenue receipt actually means your incomes, so those will be recorded on income side, means on credit side, by revenue receipts, 2 lakh. So after recording expenses and incomes, this account will also be balanced. And if you remember in 11th class, when you balanced your profit and loss account, balance will either come net profit or net loss. Same way, the balance of income and expenditure account will also come profit or loss, but as it is account of non-profit organization, so we will not call it profit or loss, we will call it surplus, right? The net profit is given the name of surplus in case of non-profit organization. So if balance comes here on two side, that will be called surplus. So according to our question, credit side is greater 2 lakh than the debit side of 1,50,000. Balance comes on debit side, that will be your surplus rupees 50,000. Now total of both sides comes equal. Suppose if balance come on this side, by side, then that will be called by deficit, right? What? By deficit. If balance comes on this side, that is called deficit. Now see how to make balance sheet. As I told you, your capital receipts are actually liabilities. So capital receipts are your liabilities, will be written on liability side. Capital receipts which are given 7 lakh, and capital payments are actually your assets, so those will be written on asset side. Capital payments 5 lakh rupees, right? And this by balance carried down, I told you, that is closing balance of cash or bank, that is also asset, so that will be written as cash or bank balance. 2,50,000, right? Now, do you remember whatever the profit or loss was ascertained from P&L account, that was to be added in capital in the balance sheet. Same way, whatever surplus or deficit is ascertained from income and expenditure account, that will be added or subtracted to the capital of NPO. Now here the capital of NPO has also got another name, which is capital fund. The capital of non-profit organization is called capital fund or general fund. In this question, capital is not given anywhere, so we will assume it as 0. Now in capital fund, we will add the surplus. Profit is added, means surplus will be added 50,000. Now the closing capital comes 50,000, that will be written in main column. After writing all items, now your total of asset and total of liabilities should match automatically. So I think it is matching 5 lakh and 2 lakh 50,000, 7 lakh 50,000. Here also 7 lakh plus 50,000, 7 lakh 50,000. So this was just an introduction to your accounting for non-profit organizations. Here we learnt making of receipt and payment account, and I told you with the help of receipt and payment account we will make income and expenditure account and balance sheet, right? So this was lecture 1 of this chapter. In next lecture, we will learn in detail making of receipt and payment account. So bye bye.